Hey everybody, and welcome back. Just preparing to leave Scruffy's cave after spending the night. It's got a fire going to warm up some of these teas to help us on our way. Now we're out of torches because we threw so many around to try and light the place last night with Scruffy. And so I need to take a couple more. Should do us. Don't think I'll take a torch for warmth, but I will take that one, drink that one, leaving the medicine. Alright, so let's try and get out of here. Out of rocks, so we can't hurt to have a couple more. Okay. Okay, so, we managed to take Scruffy out, and it was a little bit of a debacle. A bit slow-winded, trying to do some stuff. Taken her out in that cave once before, on a previous run, but I just sort of shot her near the campfire, but I thought it'd be a little bit too tricky last episode. We got there in the end, but, it was a bit of a long-winded process. Wolves over that way. There's a deer there, but I think we'll leave that alone and just try and get out of this zone. Be a little bit touch and go in terms of wolf activity, bear activity, etc. Just gonna have to listen quiet well as we go past this area in case we get barked at. Stay away from the weak eye, say. Is that an empty metal container? Or is that just a block? It's not green, it's just a block. I don't usually come around this side, so not sure really of the dangers. There's a few things we can check here from an outside perspective. I'll just leg it into here for the moment. Just stand on the steps for safety's sake. Check these lockers. Check the empty metal container. Right, at least now we know they're empty. Apologies for the dog barking behind me. It's a high security whippet. On high alert for anyone who might be turning up that can be a new friend. Right. So, I do need to get back to our friendly neighborhood cave, or coal mine. The warming up has expired, but I think we had another hot one. Might have gone cold already. It'd be a full one. There's no more full ones. No, none of them are warm. Should have drunk it by now if that was the case. I think there's... I don't remember where there's a chance of a piece of food. I think it's in here. There's a chance of a fish.
Feel my hands.
Maybe it's here, and instead of fish we got wood. We're about to get cold in a second. New torch. Nice deer over there, which would be great to get one for the food. I'm not sure how long we really want to hang around in this zone. Maybe we should go over there and warm up over there. Eat over there, and then hightail it out. What is the temperature? It's -13, so it's okay, but it could be better. Alas, I reckon we will not be visiting you. But now I don't know if there's a way you can actually climb up on the outside part and check the metal container, like an Outerloper in theory should be able to do that, but I don't know if it's actually possible to get in there. I know you can jump out. I think we'll warm up and try and eat first. Just see if there's easy food first. Sheltered from the wind anywhere. Here we are, apparently. Get some maple. No carcass. No carcass. I guess I'll take these. We'll need to start a fire shortly and warm back up again.
Man, all I can think about is food.
I'll try and light a fire in here if this is where it's still sheltered. So I think we'll just try and grab a couple of rabbits and that'll be lunch. We'll add that piece of cedar. What are we talking about here? Is it climbing up at all? Very slowly. Let's add a couple more sticks anyway. Okay. A couple little bits, 1 bit of water and maybe one of these. Wait till that's actually done. I think we'll just drink that now, just so we're a little bit warm while we go and try and hunt a couple of rabbits.
Oh, starving.
Now these rabbits here have had a notoriously hard time. They just change direction so much. Okay, so what's out here?
This cold is making my head.
Piece of birch bark. And a maple. Squandering our warmth. Okay, so go back to our fire and do that guy, and then try and find the other rabbit. Right over there. So, let's see if we can just quickly find a mysterious second rabbit. All the way out there on the ice. Better not be on weak ice, my friend. Okay. Is that the fresh one? Yes. So yeah, during the night, off camera, I did a lot of sharpening of knives and things in Scruffy's cave, so if you notice, the condition on that is a little bit higher than it was. I think I'm gonna have to... a lot of these I need to file away someplace as medicine instead of carrying them around. Oh, it must have been frozen. Didn't tip out anywhere within the warmth radius. Okay, cool. Eat you directly. I'm not sure how long we'll keep supporting our well-fed bonus. If it starts to get a bit touchy, we'll leave it, that's for sure. A little bit warmer. What I might do is actually drink one of those now. I'll just drink the whole thing. We got plenty of medicine. Just to help along the warming. It said Protects against the cold while active. Now how are we off? We've got a bit of weight now, so a lot of torches. We don't really need to pull any more torches off that. But we probably don't have many sticks. If anything, it's more heavy carrying sticks. Alright, one more minute. We'll take a couple. I'm miss-hitting all of the keys today. Oops, apparently I'm interacting with that. Put it away. I really am just butterfingers today. Right, so we're losing the warp from taking the torches anyway. We'll pick that up. I think we'll just try and see if we can sneak around to Katie's quiet corner. Have a bit of a look. See if we can have an afternoon tea. Have a snack over there. Avoid some wolves, hopefully, and we would have seen most of the sights. The desolation point that we can see as an outerloper. Just checking the coastline here for any beach combing loot. Tail stalks. Alright, let's get a sprint back a little bit. What is it, a piece of cloth or a piece of birch bark? Cloth. An outerloper's friend. Now I must admit, I haven't done a lot of beach combing, so there's a high chance we could fall in trying some of this. There's no point us going really up to the old lighthouse. Should we steer clear of that edge? Oh, didn't really want to do that to the 100%. Well, we might throw that one on the ground, light another one, drop that one, then extinguish this one possibly, but we'll see. It's not worth going out there for a piece of reclaimed. Let's see if I can do this. Deer up there. Alright, that was a little convoluted process, but save the 100% torch for later. Deer just standing up on a rock. What are you doing up there, deer? cheese error. Not sure if I heard a wolf barking slightly far away. Might have been chasing a rabbit if that was the case. Definitely been accosted up here before. That is for sure. But by dragging wolves up here, I think. More than anything. Another rabbit. 2 rabbits. And a dead deer. Oh. Where's the wind shade? We must be in the wind shade. Let's try that again.
Come on, little fire.
Only a 95% chance.
Come on, little fire. Oh, yeah.
Check that piece of reclaimed on. Now, I probably just really desperately need to grab a whole bunch of sticks quickly. Desperately is a little bit of hyperbole, but you know what I mean.
So cold.
I should be quick about it. 3 sticks. And we have any advance. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And a piece of cedar.
This will come in handy.
They can stay there. I don't think I'll eat the death fish. Ah. Good chance of food poisoning again at some point, surely. Let's warm up here for a moment. We'll check the cedar on. Half litre of water on. Now, what distance can we still be warming at this deer? Excellent. Not a very good deer though. It was a very forgiving shot. I don't think I was anywhere near him. Get warm very quickly. Which one's the big piece? The big piece. I don't think it's really worth pulling the skin. I did check that backpack, didn't I? Yeah. Rather easy to get sticks there. No. So it's getting late in the day. I tail it back to our cave shortly. coffees do we have in that tin? Doesn't really tell you in this menu, I don't think. Why don't we just warm up one of our existing teas? Most of them are not full. Might as well just cook a little half-litre of water. So, we're not going to get very warm, but at least we're starving off condition loss while we do this. We should be able to get to a cave without losing too much condition once this goes. Shouldn't be just so foggy. I thought there were more rabbits up here, but when we turned up, can't see another one. So I do think it's sort of coming to the end of the run, the main run we'll do with this character. We've done all of the things. So we might end up putting this one aside for a little while and just come, I'll probably do a tiny bit off camera, and we might come back from time to time if there's interesting things happening, but I think it's kind of reaching the conclusion for this girl. And no, we've done a lot of things. We've now lived to 58 days, 57. We've kind of been all the places, apart from Broken Railroad, and I think as I was saying the other day, we haven't been much through Hush River Valley because that's where we started. So, hang on, we could be cooking that last little bit while we talk about this. And so I think this will probably just be one of the saves we have to come and do some other things. Might have to definitely jumping between this and the Steadfast Ranger update for that one's just more like a playtesting run for new features. We did have that other Outerloper Desolation Point start, which is a lot trickier because there's nothing. The character doesn't have anything yet. So whether we visit that one, or load up the old Outerloper Series 1 run, or maybe even do a few other interesting things. I've been putting off doing a Dead Man's Challenge run because I find it quite a little bit stressful, but mostly also does require a lot of my concentration, I find. And when work is being busy, it's quite hard to really be able to throw your whole brain behind a Dead Man Challenge run. Now we off for weight. We're getting a little bit exhausted, so we can't really take much, but we'll probably just we'll just take that torch as is. We'll drink our tea. Oops, might not have got there in time on that one. That warmed us up a bit more. And we'll try and scale our way out of here. Ah, that's where you've been hiding. I think I've got enough. Am I really going to bring these along? No, I'm not going to bring those along. Not really sure which way I go to do this. I've done this bit before, but definitely not since the cheese era. Now I don't want to leave the zone yet. I have left some cloth and stuff back in the in the coal mine, so we just have to loop up through that quickly. I left it at the wrong end though, so I'll have to loop all the way through. I'm pretty sure we've checked this, yeah. Could do with some sticks. Ooh. Not really game enough to go along that road in the fog. I think the wolves can get quite close to that, so we'll just loop around this way. Longer way, but let's just call it the scenic route. He's down there. Is that just the other side of the mine? I'll use a very good torch. I'll use a okay one. Now, if we break that down, we get 2 pieces of cloth. It uses a bunch of calories, but it's 2 extra pieces of outerloper cloth. I'll come back this way and think about that on the way back. And here I am saying we're going to probably end up the run shortly, and I'm still planning for the future, for a long future for this character. More coal. Definitely checked all of these. Okay. So many things. Ragged socks, ragged toque. Not sure how many of these things I really feel like I need. I'll just cart them. I won't take all the coal. So yeah, we're over 40 kilos. Now, 10 pieces of coal. Hopefully seems like a nice amount. So if this does end up being the last Outerloper run of this series, I do hope you guys have enjoyed it. Definitely enjoyed making it. I find it's a good little challenge, this mode. What I might do. Do we need anything? Do we need to actually have a fire? Don't really need to have a fire. Just drop a bunch of things over here. Drop those for the moment. Got another fire starting book we can read, but I'm not sure how much we really need it. We should just tear down some cloth and a bunch of other things. Okay, that one's run out now. We can just drop that for the moment. Now, we do pick up a bunch of green saplings. Hold on to that for the moment. Alright. So we're not exhausted and we've actually okay on the being fed. This is a lot of effort for 2 pieces of cloth. Will it let us do it? Will we run out of light? I think it requires light, so it probably... I don't know, I feel like... I think this will get halfway through and stop. Yeah, we get nothing for it. We don't even get partial stuff. All we did was get a little bit hungry, which is a big mistake. Okay. So what we might do is harvest that. Just, you know, makes my heart ache just a little bit seeing one of those go. At the moment. And tear this down. So what does that give us? 7 pieces of cloth, 2 pieces of leather. The leather can only really be thrown at repairing that, but you know, this is fine. I think you can, I don't know, I suppose maybe repair doesn't turn up until you've actually got some damage on it. So we still never found a second pair, obviously. I think off camera I had tried to throw a repair at the ragged wool socks and got denied. And I think I also got denied on some rabbit mitt repairs. Although we repaired that at some point. I think we're just gonna try and drink and sleep for a full 10 hours, but is there anything else we can do? Nothing else we can craft. Yeah. That's what we do, we just try and sleep. So the question is where to try and get to back in this episode. Do we try and make it all the way back to... Can we sleep up here? Can't sleep up on there. Do we try and make it back to Coastal Highway? Up to the mine and call that a place to stop? We should try and definitely get back through Crumbling Highway. There's at least some fun to be had in that. Oh, here's some lovely weather for us. Let's duck out there and see what we see. Yeah, it's pretty much a blizzard. See if we can do a couple of repairs. If it will think it's going to roll the dice nicely for us. Boom. Almost new wool socks. Do we try it on the next pair. And what's going to give us... That's going to give us about 0.2. That'll give us about 0.2. That'll give us 0.4 if we get that up. I mean, that's never going to be... I was hoping we'd find another decent thin wool sweater to actually replace that at some point. I think they go up to 1, so that's another 0.2. Might just leave those socks as they are. Oh yeah, we repaired the wool ear wrap as well off camera, I think. Now that I remember it. Okay, so 6 pieces of cloth. Actually, how is our bedroll going? Bedroll's okay. So that's not too bad for the moment. Is it still windy out there, or should we read a little bit about fire starting? It's still terrible. Well, in a tiny bit of weight management, somewhere here I have a book about fishing, or did we drop it? It lives in here. Don't need that. Not that we need to be under 35 exactly, but if our well-fed bonus drops, it's just good to already be a bit prepared on that. I'm not really carrying much in the way of coal at the moment. So many pieces of medicine. I think we should avoid the temptation and actually throw those away. There's 4 kilos here. 2 of it's sticks. We got 3 litres of water. We'll drink a bit of that before we go as well. So in the meantime, calories 676. I'll read an hour about fire starting. Yeah, that's much more pleasant. Let's see. I'll bring these at least as far as the connector. A couple more pieces of coal. I'm pretty sure we got some more in the connector as well. Don't think we shall want for coal. Alright. I think I saw in a one of the Milton mail bags or whatever it is that Raph does on the forums. I think at some point he talks speculatively about how it would be good to make this zone a little bit bigger. And I kind of think that would be neat.
Man, I could
Like,
eat anything.
it is a bit of a small zone, and it could do with having a little bit more longevity to it and interest of what you can do here. I mean, I don't mind this zone so much, you know, on a regular... I've missed my turn. On a regular interloper run. But as far as a forging location, I usually prefer the muskeg. It's... I don't know. Just a cooler zone. Some birch there, but no birch bark that I can see. So yeah, it's not a zone I come to
Need to find
very often, especially because I do all my forging and the muskeg. My most successful dead man run, I've only done about 3 or 4, but the most successful we got about 23 days. I did manage to forge here. I didn't.
Too cold.
Pretty much left here on fumes though. Like used every resource I had to get the forging done, and then it was a massive struggle to get back even to Quonset, and basically down on about 30% with using all the stims I had. I did manage to make it from there to Timberwolf Mountain and die trying to summit. Don't think I need any of those things. I was talking about so much coal. I'll take at least to the other end. Sounds like our second blizzard of the day is rolling in. We get to the other end of this, and it's a nice time of the day. We do need to warm up again just a little bit. More coal. We do have some lantern oil, I believe, on us, so we can refill this lantern. If I was making this run go for a lot longer, I think I'd definitely be trying to do a lot more fishing. Don't really get time in a recording run to do a lot of it, but I kind of like it. It's a good mechanic. Okay, so we do need to eat. Why don't we eat that beef jerky? The cattail chaser. And drink a bunch. Now, is the weather nasty on this side like it was predicting on the other side? Yeah, it's not too bad. Is it getting worse though, or better? Now we definitely need to be warm before we leave this zone properly. Sounds in the game sometimes. I swear I heard a wolf barking.
Alright, I can't feel my feet.
All the way over some scrub. Not done that before. Some of these times I wish you could read in your in your sleeping bag, in your bedroll. Now we off. 686. What am I doing? Read for 1 hour. See if the weather gets nicer. So we have a decent way to go, and we will get cold. So we could make a hot tea now. See, this weather doesn't look like it's going to get nicer. This looks like it wants to get worse. I'm going to give it another hour to let me know if it wants to blizzard or not. See if we can ride that out. It sounds like it wants to blizzard.
Man, all I can think about is food.
That sounds maybe better. Still looks windy. It still looks just as bad, it's just the wind's going the other direction. Oh, there's a rabbit there. Hey rabbit, go first. Go first. I don't think the weather was any better. 3 downward arrows, strong wind.
I'm gonna need to eat soon.
I checked that car, but I'm a chicken. Oops, have I gone the wrong way? Kind of. I used to be so scared of this zone, and maybe I am still a little bit, if I'm honest, but yeah, the first few of runs, I could never make it through here. I think it was probably because I was carrying meat and all of those crazy things. So we do need to be able to make it to a fishing hut before we can make a very secure fire. So it is still a little bit of a journey. And this looks like a blizzard, even though it wasn't on the other side. And a strong headwind. What are you doing to me, game? Alright.
I say I hate being cold. So what do I do?
Getting colder, it's leveling out. Now, what happens if I go back through here? Do we have a blizzard both sides of this? That's the question. Yeah, sure is. Alright. How can I light a protected fire? Did it decide to get a little nicer? We need to warm up anyway. Did it also change the wind direction on us, or are we still sheltered here?
One little fire.
We are still really cold. We left all of our other things apart from coal, so we shall do something like this. If worst comes to worst, we'll leg it back to a cave. I think the weather was just waiting for us to try and leave. Do that again. Basically it's just buying us some buffer time. I don't even know how much herbal tea we have left. We'll cook. And we'll drop whichever ones we've got that are full size. Just drop all of them by the fire, so yeah, leave it there. I think they're still getting hot and they can lie on this side. Oh, booted back to the desktop. Okay. Do a half litre of water. Should have one more of those, I thought. Misreading it. So yeah, it's game's definitely wanting to try us. See how we go. More sticks around here, is there? No lazy sticks.
Fingers numb.
Yeah, no sticks. Let's just drink one of these also for the calories. Just about to lose our well fed. Wasn't paying attention there. Eat one of our box of crackers. That was tea we cooked. That was one that was hot. Another half litre. Part of me wants to tempt fate and read this for an hour. not sure if you can escape out a reading if the fire goes out. If the wind changes direction. Oh, is that a slight change in wind going on? Is it blowing itself out? Maybe. I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna research for an hour. Get that book done. Get ourselves hot. Nice. That's not a very good torch. That is even worse. That's a good spot. Oh, keep hitting that wrong button. Right, now how are we off for torches? We got beeps. And how are we off for weight? I didn't even look at that. That's about as much as I want to do. Alright, let's make a move now. Before it decides to give us an aurora as well. Alright, so I think we waited that out nicely. Thankfully it was just a short blizzard. Tiny blip on the radar. Probably could do with some extra sticks. I don't really need these, but I did say on the way in that I'd probably get them on the way back. Probably put us over weight shortly. No, we're okay. Definitely need some more sticks to So yeah, I think if you do get stuck in a blizzard and you need to make a nice fire and you don't have enough sticks and you gotta wait for the coal, definitely make yourself a warm drink by the fire to just give you that little boost to stop the condition loss. I genuinely think that's the life-saving trick. Just to pad enough time out. I hear crows. So are they the bear crows? Definitely losing myself in the fog a little bit. Here's some bear crows. Well, there's a wolf that got scared. Probably of a bear. Maybe of us. I thought I was close to the back of misanthropes now. The shore is close, I can hear it. Checking we got no decoys. It's a lot longer in the fog than I remember.
I need a horse.
Well, the game is testing us. Yep. And we just made it off the ice then, I think. I know where the shore is then. Okay, I see some shapes. This should be the back of Misanthropes. So we're heavy now. Game just tried to check and see if we got a sprain. There should be a fishing hut just up ahead, if I'm remembering correctly. Maybe I've gone not far enough, too far. There we go, just creeping out of the fog. Oh, this is one with the door too. Right. So, just some charcoal. This is probably where we'll call the episode. Yeah, it may or may not be the end of the series. I think it'll definitely go on hold for a little while at least. I mean, if you guys want me to continue, please say so in the comments, etc, etc. But I think we've definitely shown it's a successful run and got through lots of hardship. I mean, you know, we can definitely got enough coal to definitely sleep through the night here in this hut, so I don't think we're in any much danger there. But yeah, so like I said, we might visit it from time to time. But yeah, leave your thoughts in the comments, let me know how you've enjoyed the series, etc. And I'll see you in whatever we do next. Bye.